Tonight, it's Madden NFL Football.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Herbert to throw right away. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The numbers for Hunter Henry from a week ago. 5 catches, 64 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Well, Charles, look, and this is probably a harbinger of things to come. He's got such trust in his tight end, and they're on back-to-back plays. We're seeing that on display.
And when they have that kind of trust, they're not as worried about...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Off play action, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Now, touchdown. Jameson Williams with career touchdown number 70. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run. Return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second. First time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his man complete. It's Knight. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down. Herbert now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. They snap it to Fields. On the move to his left. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Eluding the pressure right. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near. And you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
7-7, our score after one. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take
Catch
away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They run up the gut with Kelly. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Bengals hit 9-3 here on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Philadelphia gate the field. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, it's Herbert. And caught by Henry. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Herbert, and this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Henry here. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And they'll run with Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd down and goal. Herbert, this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. 10 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this to 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. One play action. Fields steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That pass caught. It's Williams. Touchdown Bengals. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Herbert, and that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down now, but that clock rolling. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Herbert throwing again. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Bagbury.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
Ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Fields on 1st down. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Now a 1st down throw. Fields flushed out right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Being chased out left. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a gain of 35.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Fields now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. is Jameson Williams from a yard out. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This one in probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Rolling to his right. Throw right side complete to Carter. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown! A big play there. 48 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw again on second down. Herbert, he finds his man, complete. It's Knight. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Swift going to try up the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down at 4. Herbert. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second and 5 now. Herbert, and that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And able to get it again. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side and out across midfield down to the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Fields throw going into the hands of Williams. Down inside the 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamison Williams, 39 yards. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Herbert. Quick completion to Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Now it's Herbert. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They'll go again with Kelly. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, touchdown Bengals! A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he'll just get rid of it.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now he's flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other teams how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
63 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He's got Mason complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the... He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw brought in by Bell.
All that we've been here to witness.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And strong running there as he's side the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a toss. Kelly going left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Herbert on first down now. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Knight.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He finds his man, complete. It's Knight.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League.